What does the future of digital behavior and technology look like? Microsoft did a study on digital consumer trends to find out. Linda Liberg, you've been working more than 10 years with consumer insights. How do you think the consumer relationship with technology is changing?
Well, I think sort of what we have kind of found in our kind of latest research study, that the relationship with technology, the consumer relationship with technology has really changed over the last 10 years. The last 10 years, it's really been kind of filled with this infatuation with technology, wanting the latest, wanting the greatest, wanting it now, and not really thinking about what kind of value it actually gives back to you. But now, as in the relationship has starting to mature a bit, consumers are starting to kind of expect more from technology. They're expecting technology to become their partner, their equal partner. So it's a more mature relationship. The infatuation has actually gone. We now expect a kind of value exchange, and it's a more kind of human relationship.
And which digital and social media trends can we expect in the coming years?
Well, I mean, we have kind of discovered 8 trends in our latest digital trend study. I will highlight 3 of them, which I think are going to be kind of crucial and very important in the kind of social media arena. The first one is intelligently on. So this is really about how consumers are starting to get really tired of the clutter, of the noise on the internet, and wanting some kind of peace and quiet, and actually sort of thinking about the ways where technology, where digital can be that kind of facilitator of offering intelligent ways of still being connected. So it's really about sort of being relevant, knowing when to kind of step into people's life, knowing when to kind of step out of people's life, and actually finding those sorts of niches and sort of relevant engagements and getting the kind of optimal impact for brands. The actual second trend that I think is very crucial to the social media arena is one called niche networks. That's really a trend where we're kind of seeing consumers now sort of not moving away from the kind of social networks that are referred to as megasystems, but more kind of adding sort of moving into and looking into more kind of niche networks that are kind of local, they're more kind of specialized, they offer a more kind of personal and intimate experience, kind of adding that to the portfolio, connecting with people that are relevant and things that they actually love. They're not moving away from the kind of big mega systems, but it's more of a kind of maturing of tastes. And the kind of third trend I think is really important in this whole kind of digital and social media arena is enhancing the real, where we're starting to see this kind of blurring between the online and the offline world. And actually now we feel that kind of technology over the last 10 years have really numbed the senses, but now we want technology to kind of light up our senses. We want them to kind of, consumers want these kind of sensory experiences. We want to go beyond kind of tactile and touch, but we want to be taken into this sort of new sort of reality that actually digital can facilitate in the real world as well.
And how can brands benefit from these trends that you are pointing out?
So really, I think it's really thinking about and bearing their consumer in mind. So from a kind of Microsoft perspective, from a consumer first perspective, thinking about what are the needs, what are the motivations, and what does this kind of new sort of more mature relationship with technology mean. And what it really means is that we have now a more kind of mature relationship. We expect more. We want a value exchange. We want actually brands to actually know us. We want brands to know exactly who we are, what we want, and we want them to provide us with the most relevant information at the right time. You know, it's place, time, and context, basically.